I'm Neil Morrisey, and I've always been fascinated by the desert. This is the story of my attempt to follow in Lawrence of Arabia's footsteps across the Jordanian desert, only in half the time. It's a journey of sweat.
You're going to end up smelling like a tramp anyway, so what's the point?
Tears.
I'm so done for, love, I don't know what's the matter.
And blood.
Oh, jeez, that's the toughest thing I've ever been through in my life.
Welcome to my excellent adventure. In just a few hours, my girlfriend and I will be leaving our home in North London for the Middle East.
Jordan's in an area that's always had a great fascination for me, I suppose, even from the Arabian Nights cartoons and things, you know. It's where civilization supposedly came from. The journey we're taking is following in the footsteps of Lawrence of Arabia via Amman through the desert to Aqaba. Of course, I'll be travelling with the lovely Emma, who's, yeah, you know, my lovely girlfriend. What can I say?
It'll be a good bonding moment.
Yeah, exactly. I don't foresee getting chucked.
Well, this may not test our relationship, but it will definitely test our mettle. Even the Medic Bedouins wouldn't cross the desert on camelback in the height of summer. The temperature's going to be 50 degrees. We fly into Amman, the capital of Jordan, in the heart of the Middle East. Despite the instability of some of its neighbours, such as Israel and Iraq, Jordan maintains a good relationship with the West. Over half of Jordan's population live in and around Amman. Many of them have left the desert to make the city their home. But tomorrow, we'll be doing the opposite. Day one, and we're up early to pack our desert survival essentials.
What about cigarette nomination? Are you going to take any?
I'd say bury those every couple of layers. Here's my vodka. What are we doing out here?
I in the middle of the desert with a hip flask in a tent, staring at the stars.
We should have been more prepared. Jordan is most famous for Lawrence of Arabia, who travelled the length of the country during the First World War, leading an Arab army on camelback to revolt against the Turks. Emma and I will be following in Lawrence's footsteps, undertaking our own camel trek to the port of Aqaba, the scene of Lawrence's great triumph.
Sing on the map.
But first, it's a 200-kilometre drive from Amman to Petra, where we'll be switching from cars to camels. From there, we have 6 days to travel 170 kilometres across the Wadi Rum Desert to Aqaba on the Red Sea. That's half the time that Lawrence took. And he